Hello everyone, welcome back to Breaklight Productions. My name is Curtis Lambert and today we're reacting to South Arcade Fear of Heights. Let's jump on into it. That was an awesome Dutch angle for that train shot. Awesome effects there. Ah, that's cool. Ooh! Hell yeah! The lyrics are actually like appearing as graffiti. Fuck yeah. Ah, the graphic art is sick. Ooh, cool. Bit of hand-drawn animation. Awesome angles there. I love how so many of these static shots are Dutch angles. Like, it keeps it weird and exciting. Ooh. Awesome. Very comic book style. Oh, nice transition there. Very cool. Ah, good transition. Sort of fade to black and then, yeah, that reveal coming out from the t-shirt. Color? Yeah, there we go. Very cool. Awesome. The graphic art is fucking cool. All right, that was awesome. Let's talk about it. So first and foremost, I was just making sure I'm still recording, which I am. Hooray! So obviously, what steals the show here is the animation and the sort of graphic art. Without a doubt, like, you know, it's awesome, from the animated characters to all of the sort of effects and sort of pop art style of them around, like the sort of lines as the train's going past, the arrows that go through the band shots and stuff. But what I want to talk about in particular, if I can find it, is at the beginning here. All of these lyrics popping up on the environment around her. Now, this is something I once attempted to do on a music video ages ago. Yeah, God, that would have been like 8 years ago or something. Holy crap. But mine, and I'll say this flat out right now, mine looked terrible. And the reason mine looked terrible is because I had a super clean image that was, you know, color graded relatively normally. It was like 16 by 9. It was like a very, again, clean image, clean, boring image. And the issue with that is your graphic art and such has to look great and has to look weathered and such for it to look like it's naturally part of that world. think of it like, and I know they did this as like actual set design and stuff, but in Baby Driver, that was essentially what I was like going for, was that type of thing, but with like me drawing them on in post, because couldn't actually graffiti all the spots we had in mind. But like I said, because I kept the image clean, it didn't really work. Plus, I left it up way too long. What I love here is that it's there for 2 seconds. It's there as the words are said, and then it's immediately gone. You barely have time to read what's said there, but because you barely have time, the movement catches your eyes, but also you don't have time to really go, oh, that looks fake, you know. But also, what's helping it is we have this grain thrown over the top, this sort of old VCR camcorder like sort of distortion over the top as well. A very like muted color grade that is like really blue with these overexposed highlights, and then that 4:3. So this feels like something that you filmed, you know, on a camcorder or whatever. Is it? Probably not. You know, they could have filmed this on any camera, but they've just made it look like that, which is fucking awesome. It is such a vibe. It suits the environment. It suits the look of the band, but it makes those typographed or yeah, like kinetic typography lyrics in the background look better than what, you know, I did way back in the day. Band energy is fucking great. I love again the simplicity of just lighting and knowing what you're gonna do in post. The fact that like they have orange lights on them when they're in that train, because like the orange lights that are whizzing past and stuff, like it just fits super like super well. Like it looks so like natural and in that sort of moment. Yeah, like honestly, a lot of the mid-tones in this music video have been shifted into blue, which is, yeah, great. Like it does give that like 28 days later type vibe, or like a similar vibe to a lot of that era sort of British, especially British movies, where they went for like what was it called, like Fish Tank or whatever, where they went for that more like gritty look. Like, yeah, really really fucking cool. I also love the fact that, like, let's talk about interesting band shots. Again, so many of these, even the static ones, they're not just getting like, oh, here's a static, like this one I'm looking at where there's this sort of emo face, you know, drawn onto the ceiling. They could have just made this a boring image, flat, you know, like it's eye height just of the bands, you know, and that's it. But instead, they go low with it and they tilt it on an angle. It just makes it so much more interesting to look at. And because of that 4:3 aspect ratio, our eyes are being fed so much information in such a condensed space. Look at like I say, look at this image alone. You've got all of the band members, you've got arrows being like animated flying through, you've got things being drawn up on the ceiling, and it's on an angle, and it's at a low angle. Like, yeah, so much fucking effort put into these shots. I love seeing it, and honestly, yeah, like, just, and this is something even I will say this about my own work. Half of the time I go into fucking brain dead mode and I go, these are the shots that, I get every time. Yeah, I'll just get those. And I wish I had the brain power and the creativity, and I really need to start doing this again with my work, is really just being like, hey, so I got, we need a shot of the band all together. How do I make this interesting? How do I make it different? Yeah, that's really, really fucking cool. But yeah, all in all, super simple. Well, I say simple. It's a straightforward music video. It's not a fucking simple music video whatsoever. But yeah, great work to all of those involved. And yeah, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.